Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business, no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. So please remember that Notary Educators LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Now sit back and watch Kimmi and crew, and don't forget to subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Educators with Kimmi. How's it going, people? So I just wanted to hop on, talk about divorce signings a little bit. Hopefully you don't ever have to go through a divorce, or you don't have to do a divorce signing, but I'm sure you will in your notary journeys. And I've spoken about this before, but we've had quite a few just this last couple weeks. So I was like, we're going to talk about it, how to handle divorce signings again. Plus, we got a lot of new people in the notary space. So this is some free training I'm dropping today. I talk about this in my specialty course. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to those who watch the replay and those who will listen to the podcast. Tonight we are talking about, my eyes look so dark from my allergies. Tonight we're talking about divorce signings and how to handle them. Again, I go over this in my specialty training course, but I'm going to do a deep dive here today and share some knowledge with you. Have you all ever had to do a divorce signing? Hey, Aretha, how are you? Have you had to do a divorce signing yet? Let me know while I just put this thumbnail out really quick, because this lets people know what we're talking about. So I try to, it won't let me do it until I actually go live. So that's why I'm always doing it when we're live. So you guys have to forgive me, okay? This is part of my business, what I do. So anything we do, we have to do with excellence. So I got to put this out really quick. So have you guys, okay, hello, Aretha says no. Yeezy's Corner, hey, Yeezy, how you doing? Have you ever had to do a divorce signing? That's the question on the table right now, a divorce appointment. That's what we're talking about right now with our live is, have you ever had to do a divorce signing? I think it saved it. Let's see. Hey, Jasmine. You have not did one yet, Jasmine? Yeah, so divorce signings can be interesting. Dolores says, hey, Kimmi, no. Yeah, divorce signings can be interesting. So we're going to talk about it. I've done quite a few, unfortunately, and they can be tricky. I remember the first one I had, I was a little emotional because, you know, someone's ending their marriage. They've been married for a long time, and or even if it's a short time. And the one I had 2 weeks ago, he was just so cold with her. The lady got out the car, and I didn't know who she was. I thought he was just signing. I had already did his part of the divorce signing a couple weeks back, and then he came with this person. Well, he never introduced her. He just gave me the papers. He just handed me an ID. So initially when he did that, I really thought it was another document for himself, because he didn't introduce the lady at all. So I'm like, well, who is she? So then finally I'm looking at the document, and I said, oh, well, I thought I made a mistake on his previous document again, because he's not saying anything. He's just handing me the, you know, the documents. And I'm just like, and what's going on? I thought I made a mistake or something. So then he hands me her ID. She's not saying anything. She's, again, no introduction, so I don't know who she is. And then I say, oh, are you such and such? And she was like, oh, yes. She didn't say one word other than that. Not one. He's pointing to her. Now, it wasn't a language barrier. It was a different ethnicity. Okay. But it wasn't a language barrier. And she's not saying anything. Like, no words. And I'm sitting here like, does she want to sign this? And even if she didn't, he was there. He was bringing her with the paperwork. So it was going down. Okay. So anyway, we got through the signing. It didn't take that long because it was actually 2 spaces, I think. And I signed it. I always say I wish you guys the best. And I'll, talk about that in a minute, how I conclude those kind of signings again, because it's kind of awkward. But the whole vibe was just strange because they had zero conversation. They rode over together in the car because after I realized she was the other person signing, I said, well, I think they came in the same car because I'm looking, to make sure. And they came in the same car, but it was zero conversation. So I guess he was done with her. And she didn't have any emotion. Again, she looked like sad, probably that it was happening. I was pretty surprised too, with this particular culture. Divorce can happen in all cultures and races and stuff too, but again, it's not something you see all the time. So I was just like, that's kind of strange. What happened with them, I wonder. Anyway, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna give you some tips. And I had another one where she was just crying, but we'll get into the tips and then I can tell you some more stories because I always got a story. So let's get into it. So when it comes to divorce signings, divorce appointments, you really want to set a calm and neutral tone, okay? You want to greet all parties like you don't know what's going on, because you normally don't know what's going on, but you want to be calm and professional. Don't walk in, because it's so funny when I say this about remaining calm and be neutral. Sometimes you ever meet a man or a woman and you could just tell, and they say, well, I'm separated, I'm divorced, and you like, yeah, I know why. Like the cutie pie, super duper cute man or woman think they all that in a bag of chips, and they just walk in the room and everybody's just like, and you like, oh yeah, I can tell why. Or they flirty, or it could be any number of reasons, but you don't want to assume or presume or anything about the situation because you really don't know why they separating or why they getting a divorce, So again, be nice to both parties. And you might have to even diffuse the tension in the room with a little joke or something. How's the weather? Because I've walked in somewhere, she's upstairs, he's downstairs, they can't be in the same room to sign. So that's challenging, And they don't have to be. They don't have to be. So you don't never force nobody and be like, well, you got to sit here too while I sign these documents. No, they don't. They don't. She can come down. He can come down, because a lot of people nowadays are not even able to separate completely and get divorced the way they want to financially. It's a lot of people like that. They are living in the same house. Not the in a bag of chips. I'm aging myself. Yeah. So, so they can't divorce even if they wanted to financially, or maybe they only have the house, and again, she can't leave, he can't leave, because now they have nowhere else to go. So we want to make sure you diffuse the situation. So you want to avoid discussing the nature of the divorce or expressing personal opinions about their situation, because again, you don't know why they're getting divorced. Okay, you don't know, so mind your business. All right, number 2 is create a comfortable environment to the best of your ability. Okay, and what does that mean? So you want to, again, try to have a neutral location if you can in the home, even maybe at the dining room table. And because sometimes, again, she's coming down, he's coming down. Keep the situation open. Don't push anything. Ensure the space is quiet. Try to be as private as you can. Like if I'm at a restaurant and there's a divorce signing that's happening, I'm not speaking super loud. You keep your voice at a nice even keel. Also, even in the home, your personality, like mine, I'm like, hey, this ain't the time for that. Just be even keel, whatever their take on whatever they are. You know what I'm saying? If they're, talking and stuff, because I've had that happen too. We went to one divorce signing and they were so nice. He was nice. She was nice. And together they were nice. They were married 16 years. I'll never forget it. And I said to myself, why are they getting divorced? And at the end, I never get in, like I just said, don't get in their business. I did get in their business. I said, we wish you all the best. You guys seem like you have such a great vibe together. And they were just really nice people.